Hello everyone, today we'll discuss about red blood cells, also known as erythrocytes. Erythros means red color. They are non-nucleated and disc-shaped or biconcave shaped elements of the blood. They are red in color because of presence of special pigment protein, that is hemoglobin. Normal count of red blood cell is different in males and females. In males, it is 5.2 millions plus or minus 3 lakhs per cubic millimeter of blood, whereas in females, red blood cell count is 4.7 millions plus or minus zero point 0.3 millions or 3 lakhs per cubic millimeter of blood. Now, red blood cells, they contain hemoglobin, and hemoglobin carries oxygen. 1 gram of hemoglobin combines with about 1.34 ml of oxygen. So, when hemoglobin concentration is normal, that is about 15 gram, it can combine with 20 ml of oxygen, which is known as oxygen carrying capacity of blood. That is, about 20 ml of oxygen is carried out by 100 ml of blood. Now, morphology of red blood cell. Normal shape of red blood cell, as you can see in the diagram, they are disc shaped or dumbbell shaped or biconcave shaped cell. Now, what are the advantages of disc shaped cell? Because of disc or biconcave shape, there is a large surface area which is provided for diffusion of gases, and because of increased surface area, diffusion of oxygen and other substances that becomes rapid. Because of biconcave shape, when the volume of cell increases because of entry of fluid or because of any other reason, then tension offered on the membrane of the cell, that is minimum. And another important advantage is they can easily squeeze through minute capillaries. So these are the advantages of biconcave or disc shape. Now, major functions of red blood cell, that is, they have hemoglobin. And what is the function of hemoglobin? That is to carry oxygen and carbon dioxide. In human being, hemoglobin is there inside the cell, whereas in certain species, hemoglobin is outside the cell. But in human being, if hemoglobin is free, then it may leak out through the capillary membranes into the tissue spaces, and it may get filtered through the glomerular membrane, and it may block the tubule. Now we discuss about normal size of the cell. Diameter of the cell is 7.2 micron. You can see here, this is the diameter, this one. And thickness at the thickest point, that is 2.2 micron, here this one. And thickness in the center, that is 1 micron. Surface area of the cell is 120 square micron. And volume of the cell is about 85 to 90 cubic micron. This is again the diameter as well as thickness of the normal RBC. Now you can see here, this is the advantage of biconcave shape. They can easily squeeze through small capillaries, whereas in the second diagram, sickle shaped cell cannot easily pass through small capillaries. You can see here, this is the dumbbell shape of the RBC in the cross section. Now, structure of the cell. RBCs, they don't have nucleus, they don't have other cell organelle, they don't have endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria and any other cell organelle. So they don't have nucleus, DNA is also absent. They also don't have insulin receptors. So glucose entry inside the RBC doesn't require insulin. Now, cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton of the RBC is made up of actin and spectrin. You can see here. This is the spectrin molecule, this one. Now, cytoskeleton of red blood cell. It is made up of actin and spectrin. You can see here, this is the spectrin molecule. And actin molecules are also here. And this actin and spectrin, they are anchored by ankyrin. And when there is absence of spectrin, that results in spherical shaped RBC. and the condition is known as hereditary spherocytosis. RBCs are spherical, so they can be easily hemolyzed when they are placed in the hypotonic solution. Now, properties of RBCs. They have property of Rayleigh formation. You can see in the first diagram, piling over or Rayleigh formation when they are placed in a Westergren pipette. Specific gravity of RBC, that is about 1.092 to 1.101. Another property is packed cell volume, or it is also known as hematocrit, that is volume of percentage of packed cell, and the normal volume of the packed cell, that is about 45%. And they also have the property of suspension stability when they are in the circulation. Variation in the number of RBCs. There are physiological as well as pathological variations. Physiological variations, they are age. At the time of birth, RBC count is highest, and that is physiological variation. It is about 8 to 10 millions of RBCs are present per cubic millimeter of blood, and within 10 days there is hemolysis, and that results in decrease in the RBC count. Gender. In females, RBC count is less during reproductive years, that is because of menstrual blood loss and estrogen, which has less stimulatory effect on the erythropoiesis. At higher altitude, because of hypoxia, renal erythropoietin factor is produced, and that results in increase in the RBC count. Exercise-induced hypoxia as well as contraction of the spleen increases RBC count. Emotional conditions like anxiety, frustration, depression, etc., they increase sympathetic activity, and sympathetic activity results in contraction of spleen and release of some RBCs. With increase in the environmental temperature, overall activities are increased, and along with that RBC production is also increased. After meal, there is increased requirement of oxygen for the Krebs cycle, oxidative phosphorylation of glucose, which requires oxygen, and for that RBC count increases. Physiological causes for decrease in the RBC count. As high altitude hypoxia increases RBC, high barometric pressure, that results in decrease in the RBC count. During sleep, all the metabolic activities, they are suppressed, and therefore RBC production is also reduced. During pregnancy, because of increase in the extracellular fluid as well as plasma volume, comparatively red blood cell count is less, and that results in hemodilution, and that is known as physiological anemia of pregnancy. Pathological variations in the RBC count. They are polycythemia, that is increase in the RBC count above the normal value, and anemia, that is decrease in the RBC count. Polycythemia is again of two varieties, physiological and pathological polycythemia. Physiological polycythemia, as we have discussed, at the time of birth, count is high, and at higher altitude also physiological polycythemia may occur. And pathological polycythemia again is of two varieties, primary and secondary polycythemia. Primary polycythemia is also known as polycythemia vera, that is a myeloproliferative disorder, that is a condition like malignancy of red bone marrow which produces RBCs, and in which RBC, WBC and platelet count increases. Whereas secondary polycythemia, here because of some disease like respiratory disorder, heart disease or carbon monoxide poisoning, RBC production increases. For example, because of respiratory disorder like asthma, decrease oxygen supply to the tissue, and tissue hypoxia in turn stimulates erythropoiesis. Same way, cardiac failure decreases oxygen supply to the tissue, and as the oxygen supply is reduced, tissue hypoxia stimulates erythropoiesis. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide binds with the hemoglobin and it results in tissue hypoxia, and that increases RBC production. Poisoning by certain chemicals also results in secondary polycythemia. Now, variation in size of RBC. There are mainly three varieties. Microcytes. Microcytes means size is less than normal. Macrocytes increased size, and anisocytes. They are not uniform in size. Now, microcytes. Microcytes, they are present in iron deficiency anemia. As well as whenever osmotic pressure of the blood increases, you can see in the diagram some cells are normal, some are in small size. Now, when osmotic pressure of the blood increases, there is osmosis of fluid from cell to outside, and that results in decrease in the size of the cell. And during prolonged forceful breathing also, because of decrease in the carbon dioxide, there is reversal of chloride shift, and that results in the microcytes. Macrocytes causes are megaloblastic anemia, that is because of deficiency of vitamin B12 and folic acid. It is because of decreased osmotic pressure in the blood, as we have discussed. When the osmotic pressure in the blood decreases, there is osmosis of fluid from blood to the cell. And during exercise, because of hypoxia, there is increase in the carbon dioxide concentration. Because of increase in the carbon dioxide concentration inside the cell, there is chloride shift and the size of the cell increases. Anisocytosis, that is variation in the size, and that is seen in the pernicious anemia. These are anisocytosis. Variations in the shape of RBC, like shape is crenated when RBCs, they are microcytic. There is shrinkage, and along with shrinkage, along with loss of water, margins are crenated. There is spherocytosis. RBCs are spherical in shape, that is in condition hereditary spherocytosis because of lack of spectrin. Elliptocytosis, elliptical shape. Sickle cell anemia, RBCs are sickle shaped. And poikilocytosis, RBCs are of unusual shape. There are variations in the structure of RBCs, like punctate basophilia. You can see like basophilic material dots are present in the RBC, and that is seen in the lead poisoning. There is presence of goblet ring. You can see it is present in some types of anemia. And Howell-Jolly body, that is nuclear fragments which are present in the RBC. So this is all about morphology of RBC.